Find out what RFTA and HAP are and why they're important to your Section 8 business. Welcome to the Section 8 Sensei. Today we're going to go over the RFTA package and the HAP contracts and what they mean in your Section 8 process. Remember, the channel's free, so subscribe, turn on your notifications, and follow our playbook on how to be profitable. If this will be your first Section 8 tenant, type rookie in the comments below. And if you've worked with a Section 8 tenant before, go ahead and type veteran. We are going to go through a couple of acronyms today called RFTA and the HAP contract. Okay, so there's a couple of terms that you're going to hear kind of floating around the Section 8 world. And one is what's called a RFTA pack. So you'll see it, it's RFTA, stands for Request for Tenancy Approval. So this is a package that when you have a tenant that's interested in your property, the first thing you're going to ask them for is this RFTA package. So what that's going to do is it's a package that is given to them by the PHA and their housing specialist, and it includes a bunch of information that you probably have that you can duplicate, W-9s, direct deposit forms, et cetera, et cetera. You don't have to fill that out every single time. You can just duplicate it, and once they have that on file, you don't need it at all. But it's just a lot of stuff having to do with the unit, having to do with the tenant. It'll usually have their housing voucher in there or some sort of form telling you what the rent determination is, meaning that it's going to tell them, how much they're approved for, the bedroom size, how many people are in the unit, et cetera, et cetera. So that's a package that you need to get familiar with. It's a little overwhelming the first time you see it, but it's really not that big a deal once you realize. And the other thing is, if you continue down Section 8, really you just have to change the dates and the person because the property obviously doesn't change as far as square footage and bedrooms and amenities. Okay, so the best way to explain the HAP contract is when you deal with Section 8 in that program, you actually have two contracts. So you have the overlaying lease, which is between you and the tenant. And then you have a contract between you and the PHA, which is for the landlord portion that you get from PHA. Okay, so if the tenant violates one side or the other, that's out, and then all of your liability would lie with the tenant themselves. Okay, so you're going to have two contracts. Like I said, one's the HAP contract, which is between you and the PHA, and the other one is the lease, which is going to be between you and the tenant. Okay, so just keep in mind as you're going through that, which one is which and kind of where your liability is. So they have no liability in the deal whatsoever because their contract is only executable as long as the lease is not violated one way or another. So anyway, so that's the difference between the two. The RFTA is just the package, and then the HAP contract you get between you and the PHA. The HAP contract will not be issued until your tenant is approved and your property has passed inspection. So that's when they issue the HAP contract. And you can't sign a lease prior to the HAP contract being executed. So basically the order is, hey, I'm interested. Give me the RFTA package. You fill out the RFTA package, send it in to the PHA. PHA looks at it, says, yes, we like it. This is what they're approved for. Do we all agree what the numbers are? Yes, we do. Great. They're going to then order the inspection on the property. Once you pass, they will issue the HAP contract, and you can sign the lease as of that day. Once they get the executed lease, you can move in, but they cannot move into the property before you pass inspection or sign the HAP contract or sign the lease. So that's basically how that works. Hopefully that clarifies a little bit, as you're going to hear those terms a lot if you're in this space. If you have any questions, all my information is in the description, and I will talk to you soon.